Hi, everyone. It's Angie Thomas. First off, I want to thank you all so much for the love and support you've given me and my books over the past few years. To know that I have readers in Australia and New Zealand, it blows my mind, but that would not be possible if it were not for the work that you all do in getting my books into readers' hands. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I cannot say that enough. I hope to be able to come see you all soon. Hint, hint, hint. So, look forward to news about that. But I'm here to talk a little bit more about my upcoming novel, Nic Blake and the Remarkables, The Manifestor Prophecy. Now, this book is totally different from anything I've done before. For starters, it's about a 12-year-old girl, and then it's a fantasy novel, and it's an adventure. Totally different than anything I've written before. But one of my goals as an author is to write books that younger Angie would have loved. And when I was 9, 10 years old, I loved fantasy novels, but I could never see anyone in them who looked like me. I never saw stories that were based on my culture, the folklore that I heard growing up. And so I wanted to change that. And so in Nic Blake and the Remarkables, there's a lot of African American folklore. It's an homage to African American culture, but also too, it's still a book full of magic and wonder. And I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited to get it into readers' hands. Our main character, Nick, again, is a 12-year-old girl who's been a little sheltered for part of her life. She's homeschooled, and she doesn't have but one. She only has one best friend, but she also knows that she's special. She knows she has this thing called the gift. She knows she's a manifestor, which is similar to a wizard, but a bit more powerful. But in knowing that, she also knows that there's a lot of things she doesn't know about this gift, about this whole different remarkable world that her dad only gives her glimpses into. And so in this novel, we not only get to see her coming to understand who she is a bit more, but she has to set out to save that person who means the most to her dad. I'm super excited about this book. I can't wait to get it into your hands. I can't wait to hear your reactions because there are some plot twists. It would not be an Angie Thomas novel if there weren't plot twists. But it's such a fun adventure that I hope you enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed writing it. Now, in Nic Blake and the Remarkables, we have what's called the gift, which is, like I said, similar to magic, but more powerful. But we also have something called gift tech, which is gift infused technology. Now, if I had a chance to have gift tech, I would like to have what they have called G glasses, which are these glasses that you can use them to get on the gift tech internet. You can use them to send holographic messages to people, things like that. But honestly, more than the gift tech, I would like a remarkable creature. And in the novel, Nick herself she gets for her birthday, spoiler alert, she gets a hellhound puppy. I think I'd like a hellhound puppy, but I think even more than that, I'd like to have a dragon. And we get to learn a little bit about dragons in the book. And although they're a bit unruly and hard to control, I still think it would be cool to own one. So I'd have to go with a dragon, even more so than gift tech. One thing that I hope readers take away from Nic Blake and the Remarkables, The Manifestor Prophecy, is that you define yourself. And I think that's a recurring theme throughout all of my books. It's all about, figuring out who you are in the midst of what everybody else says about you, or even about the assumptions that people make about you. Nick has to figure out who she is. She has to figure out who her dad is, despite what everybody else has told her. I won't spoil it, but yeah, she has some figuring out to do. But the beautiful part of it, the beautiful part about this series is that this is an ongoing discovery. That's the beautiful part of life, if we're being honest. Figuring out who we are and evolving and growing and changing. And that's a huge theme in this book. So I hope that readers, if nothing else, take away from this that you get to define yourself, but also your definition of yourself can change. It can change. So I'm super excited. I hope you all enjoy this book. And I hope that by the end, you recognize that you yourself are pretty remarkable.